It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara forward. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
At their own 26. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Tyler Newsome now. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Harris now to return. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 13. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And look at this, it's a fake. Pays off, they get the first. Give him an even 20 yards there on the pickup as a fake punt fooled everybody. We're scoreless after 1.
First quarter with no score.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Geno Atkins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now back to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his running back. It's complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Saints 7, Bengals nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
1st down.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll run with Mixon. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Tackle made at the
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. This is caught.
And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Staying on the ground on first with Camaro. And he loses the football a second time. And the Bengals grab it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
Arrows lining up for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded in the end zone. He's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set with that defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
To his tight end Troutman.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
43-yard line.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
9-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking long for time. This is caught inside the 15. And the Saints will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They start the second half with Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again with Kamara. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 44. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 36.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but they can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
Good.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
10 at the 32-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there is some completion.
That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3rd and 5.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
He was brought down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense. You're diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
They're going to look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 94 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Kamara.
3rd and 1.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
That one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They had the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, Harris. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Once again, they run with Mixon. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Score, Bengals.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No